Hello friends, my name is Mayank Chuk. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to discuss about the vibe coding. So first thing, what is vibe coding? Vibe coding is a way to do a coding without knowing that code what is it is exactly doing it. Means you have to just write a prompt and then it will generate as per code as per your prompt. But you should know what prompt you have to write. So through vibe coding, people are doing end-to-end projects. Kind of, you have seen a lot of videos where people are just literally writing a context prompt and then getting a very good website. So I'll also let you know that how people are doing it, and then we'll discuss further. Let's jump on my screen. So vibe coding is nothing but writing a prompt and getting that results. So here is one project which I have developed using vibe coding. So it is not just that I have to supposed to write only one prompt and it will write down everything. So if you carry the knowledge of the enterprise level, that what exactly is required in vibe coding and how it works, means there are process in enterprise or the client also want that the way the vibe coding is required. So it is the step-by-step process, means you should first design the application, give a look and feel, kind of POC. Then you have to start the functionality implementation. So everything will be require a vibe coding skills here. If I'll do it with vibe coding, people are talking about only that okay, design that application, look how it looks like. So let me come back to my application as well, what I have developed. Let me take you to that application. So this is my application. It look like means this is how it look like. And when you come up to this application, I have used application, the vibe coding itself used React.js as a front end and server side, and application have developed with this. And while doing it, I have not installed any database in my laptop. It is just in memory database, and later once that everything is fine, I've converted that application and deployed in when I deployed it, basically the database I have deployed in Firebase. Application I have deployed in Render. So this is an application while I deployed and Render. I'll come to that Render as well and the CI/CD pipeline as well. Let me first go to login and just let you just go and have a feel that what application is. So whatever is pretty any web application is required for retail, anything what is look like it I have created here using. It is not one shot. What I feel that it is missing here and what all things can be improved, I just start asking to through vibe coding and it generates. So let me log in first. Let me log in through admin, because admin feature is having everything, because that admin feature was not comes by default. I have to design that admin feature, and means what I feel that it is required. So it contains inventory, that how much stock is there, and you can have a billing and printouts as well, save that invoices as well, customers, suppliers, insights. Means I have think of this project, I have kept in mind that okay, if any user or any applications or the users of this application will stay for 6 months in this application, then it will have the enough data for application to give that user to AI, that using AI it can give the insights. And who all are the partners? I thought this is, I'll come to later. This is planner, like when I was doing the MVP application, what is required in 1 month's time, what is required, how do that, this is all done by vibe coding. So pilot launch and pilot paid launch. Settings means when I was in local, I was using in memory, and it's while it deployed in cloud, or so it is on, I disabled it. Basically it's on that it's Firebase. So while I'm doing it, while I'm testing this application in my local, I enable in memory or Firebase so that I can play around. And this payment method, this is what currently it is not working, so I just kept it as this. I can keep it themes like holy, like this small things. This application serves in 7 or 8 languages, including Hindi, Urdu, English, means you can write in English, in Hindi, and Marathi, Gujarati, Telugu and Tamil. And apart from that, you can also have a tour of this application. And yeah, and you can also add your photo and this. So this is pretty much things what is required. It's not done in a one shot. It took time, think over it. I have to brainstorming a lot, and then I was able to do that application. And develop an application is one part, and designing of that application, deploying that application with the database, creating a CI/CD pipeline is one thing. So all these things comes under vibe coding for me. Like, let me take you to my this. So this is where I have deployed my application. This is in render. Cancel. Billing. This is my application. You can deploy as a free of cost. There are some features which you cannot have it in while you are doing a free deployment. There are limits that it cannot handle the production kind of a load. But yes, as a POC, as a to showcase your project as a portfolio, you can keep this project for 1 year, deploy it, keep it there. Nobody is saying anything. In database in Firebase, here application is in this deployed in render. So this is working, and it is, you can set all your parameters, everything. Like if I'll go inside this application, you can see whenever I commit anything on from my cursor, means from my ID, it start deployed immediately and auto deploy. You can see that auto deployments are happening. However, you can still do a manual deployments as well. You can do a lot of things over here as well. This is what the application look like and how you can do the deployment. And for your thing that, okay, this application is not only containing this only application database and only UI part. Think over it when you are in a currently what is happening in an organization. There are 5-6 people or 10 people or multiple, or could be, depends on the project to project. There are 100 of people are there. There are plenty of people who are working on day and night, burning their times and working on this applications to make it workable in years or in sometimes in their day-to-day basis. It takes 6 months or 1 year, or it could be anything. If I'll go with the before AI time, it takes a lot of time to develop this application. You have you need discussions with the users, and you will have to come back, design it, they will test it, they will again, you have to fix those bugs, they have test this all. And additionally, this is all functional requirement I am talking about. Functional requirements still you have to do with the vibe coding. The client could change their requirements time to time. You have to do the development, and you have to also control the nature and things of the vibe coding through vibe coding. So when you do the vibe coding, you have to take this control as well, how you have to control your agents not to hallucinate. Even though they hallucinate, you should know that what is happening and you should immediately correct it. As well as there are NFR requirements. If people don't know, it's non-functional requirement. In this non-functional requirements, it's basically you have to do payment settings, interfaces, related things, which you have to learn over the time while you are doing the development. Nowadays, cybersecurity is in boom, so cybersecurity features also you have to do. Cybersecurity, there's no extra person which doing the coding part. You have to do. Third part, digital marketing. If suppose you are working on a public website or retail website, so you have to do this marketing as well, digital marketing. There could be some other features as well, and as well as you also have to generate the proper documentation for each and every steps, architecture diagrams, what all these has been changed over the time. So all these things I am able to do it with the vibe coding, and I am doing it with everything, all the documentation, everything with vibe coding. So I can say that replacing of 5-6 people with 1, or 10 people or 20 people with 1 or 2 people is happening. It is the way I have developed this application using cursor. So suppose in tomorrow's you will do a coding using cloud code. The cloud code look like this. So you can have a multiple agents here, and you can do the development with this. So this one is also a possibility that you don't need to do. You don't even want to see that what is happening in the coding part. So this is how it can be done. So I'll say this, in YouTube videos or anywhere you are getting it, is basically you are getting a glimpse of this applications. But however, people have to learn that how the process will work, what are these steps. You will still have that. I believe that applications will develop in the same time. However, it costs less. Human resources will be less, and time would be required less time but it could be some initial phases where the time is required. Turnaround time means you have got the change and you have to develop that change and you have to implement and you have to present to your client, could be less. It depends on how confident that the changes are, and immediately you can do that changes and do that. However, in this, if you see, that's all the prompts. I am also doing this planning, my end-to-end testings, cyber security. All this I have done here. Billing, how it can be worked, Firebase, how it can be set up, and what all things are required, web access firewall. And also if you see here, let me show, I am also doing a complete documentation. Like if I'll go here, let me show you the preview. So it is, I'm also maintaining the version history here, what all things are changed, and at the end also you can find what all things are pending in this one currently, means how many tasks basically done. Total 73% application connected. Why I am not able to do the rest of the tasks? Because it's in progress. Some of the tasks I cannot do because of the constraint of payment things and all. I am not a organization. I am just a developer kind of a person or architect kind of a person. However, I have done that all this coding part using vibe coding, but I have not implemented because this required a countries things. You cannot do that immediately. Cyber security, whatever is possible, I have done. There are some of the things which cannot do because I have not purchased any domain. Those things can also be done if I'll purchase the domain. So each and everything is documented here. How, if you have to earn money, how I have to, what all things I have to do. It's all I have done this end to end documentation, as well as I have done this initial prompt. This is my initial prompt. It is not look like a 1 or 2 file line prompt. I have done this and it required a significant time for me, a brainstorming what all things are required, how I can do cost analysis as well. You can see that how much it will require cost and all, even if my application will pay it, what all things are required. So this is all a planning. This is not the one time, it takes time. This is what just I want to highlight. So if suppose somebody want to learn that vibe coding thing, end-to-end development, what client needs, you can get back to me. You can check out my YouTube channel, and I have put my WhatsApp, Teams, Telegram. To you can come back and ask me. I'll help you out. And in fact, I can design a course as well to end-to-end things. It's because it is not a one day or one time task. It is required each steps. So I can design each and every task for you to understand. And what we can do, we can design an application with one together and deploy that application. While we will deploy that application, we will put our names inside that application, and I know I can tell you that we can keep that application alive for 1 year. The only thing is we have to just deploy it properly. And this code base, you will also, it will be shared by every one of you, and we can do that end-to-end development and we can complete that part. Yeah, so thank you very much. Let's connect if possible. We can do that work. I have also done some other applications deployed. Once that application's work is in progress currently, once it is completed, we'll also discuss about the same. Thank you.